In today's tech-driven world, product design is at the heart of creating successful enterprise software, particularly for B2B platforms like Microsoft Teams and Microsoft Power Automate. Understanding how UX and UI designers work together can help you create tools that drive business efficiency and user satisfaction. Product design ensures seamless user experiences with complex software. For example, an intuitive dashboard in Microsoft Power BI or Excel's straightforward navigation demonstrates how effective design improves usability and productivity. At the end of this video, you'll be able to define the core principles of product design as applied to SaaS workflow automation platforms, explain the distinct roles of UX and UI designers and their collaborative approaches in developing intuitive, no-code interfaces. Product design creates and develops products solving user problems and fulfilling needs, pivotal for seamless enterprise software experiences. For instance, Microsoft Teams uses strong product design for smooth communication and collaboration, going beyond aesthetics to enhance the entire user experience. A key UX methodology is design thinking, a human-centered approach involving understanding, ideating, prototyping, and testing user needs. Now, let's meet the key players in product design, UX and UI designers. How do they contribute to software like Microsoft Office 365? First, the UX designer focuses on the overall experience for ease of use and satisfaction. They make tools like Outlook intuitive for effortless task management through user research and user flows, ensuring seamless software journeys. Accessibility is a key aspect, making products usable for everyone. Conversely, the UI designer focuses on visual and interactive elements, shaping Microsoft's look and feel. They ensure Word's layout, Excel's colors, and PowerPoint's typography are appealing and user-friendly, aiming for efficient user interfaces. UI designers also ensure accessibility by making visual elements perceivable and operable for everyone. Consider product design like constructing a building. The UX designer is the architect, focusing on the functional layout. They ensure software like Microsoft SharePoint meets user demands. The UI designer is the interior decorator, creating an inviting and visually engaging environment. In some cases, a designer might perform both roles, integrating functionality with aesthetics to produce a well-rounded user experience. UX lays the groundwork by understanding user needs and planning the product structure. UI designers then translate this into a visually compelling and user-friendly interface. This synergy is akin to how Microsoft OneDrive ensures files are easy to store and retrieve while maintaining an appealing interface. This collaboration requires ongoing communication and feedback. UX designers share insights and layouts with UI designers who transform these into visual designs. These designs are iterated based on feedback and testing. It's like fine-tuning Microsoft Power Automate, ensuring it serves users both functionally and visually. In enterprise software, the upcoming no-code design methodology saves time and effort with a lower learning curve. Tools like Microsoft Power Apps enable product managers to easily tailor workflows, democratizing software development by empowering non-coders with automation, thus enhancing efficiency. For designers, this presents a challenge, crafting interfaces that are simple for any user to engage with, yet powerful enough to meet diverse needs. With products like Microsoft Teams, balancing this simplicity with flexibility allows users to easily navigate the platform and leverage its capabilities. No-code design puts automation in the hands of users, boosting productivity and allowing businesses to focus on core tasks. With Microsoft's tools, businesses can streamline operations without relying heavily on technical resources, leading to more agile and effective processes. By understanding UX and UI designers' roles and their collaboration in no-code design, you appreciate the intricacies of creating user-centric products. Remember, good design goes beyond aesthetics. It's about understanding users, predicting their needs, and crafting intuitive, enjoyable experiences that help them achieve their goals.
Welcome to the Design Team Symphony, where creativity and collaboration harmonize to create unforgettable product experiences. Just like a symphony orchestra, each design role plays a vital part in crafting a beautiful and impactful composition. Today, we will explore the unique contributions of each design role and discover how their harmonious collaboration leads to exceptional products. Meet Adrian, our maestro of design. He understands that a successful product isn't just about the individual, it's about the collaboration of diverse talents.
Just as a symphony needs a conductor to guide the orchestra, a design team needs a product manager to orchestrate the creative process. It's the unique contributions of each instrument, similar to each design role, that bring the product to life.
UX designers are like the violins, laying the foundation with user research and creating intuitive flows that guide the user's journey. They're the ones who understand the user's needs and desires, conducting interviews, surveys, and usability tests to uncover hidden insights.
They ensure the product is not only functional but also enjoyable and easy to use.
UI designers, like the cellos, add depth and richness with visually appealing interfaces and interactive elements. They take the structural framework of wireframes, think of them as sheet music, and add color, typography, and motion.
UI designers are the visual storytellers of the digital world.
Graphic designers, like the trumpets, add flair and personality with their creative visuals and branding elements. They're the masters of visual communication, crafting logos, illustrations, and marketing materials that capture the product.
They craft the visual identity that makes the product stand out and leaves a lasting impression.
Developers, like the drums, provide the rhythm and pulse, bringing the design to life through code.
They translate design concepts into functional reality, making sure the product works seamlessly.
Just like in an orchestra, every instrument is essential. When design roles collaborate effectively, they create a product experience that elevates beyond its individual elements, forming a cohesive and impactful whole.
So let's embrace the power of collaboration, led by our product manager as the conductor, and create products that connect with users and leave a lasting impact.
Welcome to the design thinking journey. It's a path that leads to innovation, problem solving, and user-centric solutions. Today, we will explore this exciting process and discover how design thinking can empower you to create products that truly resonate with your users. Meet Zoe, a creative problem solver with a passion for design. She's facing a challenge, creating a new product to revolutionize how people commute to work. So let's get started on this journey. The design thinking journey begins with empathy. It's about understanding the users, their needs, and their pain points. It's about putting yourself in their shoes and seeing the world through their eyes.
I'm learning so much about the frustrations and challenges people face during their daily commute. There's a real opportunity here to make a difference.
Next, it's time to define the problem. You've gathered valuable insights from your empathy stage. Now it's time to make sense of it all. Analyze your research findings, identify patterns, and pinpoint the core challenge your users are facing.
The problem isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about making the commute more enjoyable, efficient, and sustainable.
Now let your creativity flow. Brainstorm a wide range of ideas, no matter how wild or unconventional they may seem. There are no bad ideas at this stage.
What if we created a self-driving bike lane or a network of electric scooters that fold up into a briefcase?
It's time to bring your ideas to life. Build quick prototypes to test your concepts and gather feedback.
This prototype helps us visualize the user experience and identify potential flaws early in the process.
Now, put your prototypes in front of real users and gather feedback. This is where you learn what works and what doesn't, allowing you to iterate and refine your design.
The feedback we're getting is invaluable. It's helping us make our product even better.
The design thinking journey is a powerful process that leads to human-centered solutions. By empathizing with users, defining the problem, ideating creatively, prototyping, and testing, you can unlock innovation and create products that truly make a difference.
Welcome to this condensed workshop on using Figma to brainstorm and prototype no-code solutions for SaaS products. Today, I'll walk you through how to use Figma to simplify complex workflows and improve user experience through visual prototyping. Figma is a collaborative design tool, and it's perfect for product managers who need to quickly create prototypes without writing code. Throughout this video, we'll focus on how you can use Figma to ideate, design, and prototype your SaaS product, making it easier for you to communicate your ideas and solutions to your team. We're starting with a blank canvas in Figma. You can use Figma's intuitive interface to brainstorm ideas and rapidly prototype solutions, all within a single workspace. I've already set up a workspace here called SaaS Workflow Prototyping to demonstrate how we can work on simplifying a complex user flow. Step 1. Brainstorming and sketching workflows. The first step in our process is to brainstorm. Figma's collaboration features allow multiple team members to contribute to the brainstorming session in real time, which is especially useful when working remotely. Let's start by creating a simple workflow for a customer onboarding process for a SaaS platform. I'll use Figma's shape and text tools to sketch out a basic flowchart. Click on the rectangle tool and start mapping out key steps in the onboarding process, such as sign up, account setup, tutorial walkthrough, first action completed. Each of these steps represents a core part of the user journey. Step 2. Designing the prototype. After brainstorming the workflow, it's time to bring it to life by creating a clickable prototype. Figma allows you to prototype directly in the design environment without needing to switch tools, which makes the workflow seamless. Let's start by designing the sign-up screen for our onboarding process. I'll use Figma's pre-built UI kits to save time. To do this, click on Assets and drag and drop elements like buttons and input fields directly onto the canvas. We'll place a sign-up button, fields for name and email, and an option for users to select a plan. Make sure the layout is clean and intuitive, minimizing friction for new users. When designing these screens, focus on the simplicity of the experience. Users should be able to complete each step with minimal effort. Step 3. Prototyping interactions. Now that we have our initial screen, let's make the prototype interactive. Click on Prototype Mode in the top right corner of the screen. We'll link the Sign Up button to the next screen, which will be the Account Setup page. In the Account Setup screen, we'll ask users to enter basic information about their company. Once again, I'll use Figma's pre-built UI components to quickly build the interface. After you've designed the flow for both screens, connect them by dragging the interaction arrow from the button on the Sign Up screen to the next screen. You can choose different types of transitions here, such as slide left or fade in. I'll select slide left to create a smooth transition between screens. Step 4. Testing the prototype. Now that we've created a basic flow from sign up to account setup, it's important to test the prototype. Figma allows you to preview your design and walk through the user flow as if it were a live product. Click Present in the upper right corner to view the prototype. As you click through the screens, make sure the transitions feel natural and that the overall flow is easy to follow. This testing phase helps identify any usability issues early on, ensuring that the workflow remains intuitive. If you notice any friction points, like a confusing button label or too many fields on a form, you can quickly make changes and test again. Figma's real-time collaboration means you can gather feedback from your team while testing and update the prototype on the fly. Step 5. Gathering feedback and iterating. Once you've tested the prototype, it's time to gather feedback. Figma makes it easy to share the prototype with stakeholders by generating a shareable link. Stakeholders can leave comments directly on the design, allowing you to get specific feedback on each screen. Conclusion: Figma is a powerful tool for brainstorming, prototyping, and gathering feedback, making it ideal for designing no-code solutions that simplify complex SaaS workflows. By creating interactive prototypes, you can quickly visualize your ideas, test them with users, and iterate based on feedback. Welcome to this tutorial on how to use Figma for wireframing. Today, I'll guide you through the process of accessing Figma, creating basic wireframes, and sharing them for feedback. Whether you're a beginner or looking to refine your wireframing skills, this video will help you get started with Figma's core features. By the end of this video, you'll know how to create your first wireframe and efficiently share it with stakeholders for feedback. We're starting with a blank Figma dashboard. If this is your first time using Figma, you can sign up for free on their website and access the tool directly in your browser or through the desktop app. Once logged in, you'll see your main workspace where you can manage projects and files. Let's jump into creating our first wireframe. I've already set up a project folder called Website Redesign, and within it, we'll create a new file for our wireframes. Step 1. Setting up a new frame. Frames in Figma are like canvases where you'll design each wireframe. To create a new frame, click on the Frame tool or press the F key. You'll see predefined frame sizes on the right side, ranging from mobile screens to desktop. For this demo, I'll choose desktop, 1440 pixels. Now that we've set up our wireframe, let's start by laying out a basic homepage wireframe. Wireframes are simple, low-fidelity designs that outline the structure of a web page without focusing on colors or detailed design elements. Step 2. Adding layout components. We'll begin by adding key elements like a header, navigation bar, hero section, and footer. Click the rectangle tool, R, to draw a placeholder for each of these sections. Let's start by drawing a rectangle at the top of the frame for the header. You can resize it and adjust its position as needed. Next, we'll add smaller rectangles for the navigation links within the header. Use the text tool, T, to label these as Home, About, and Contact. For the hero section, we'll add a larger rectangle just below the header to represent an image or main content area. Beneath that, we'll add a few smaller rectangles for call to action buttons and feature highlights. Step 3. Adding text and details. Now that we have the basic structure, it's time to add some text and placeholders for images. Using the text tool, T, we'll add a main headline in the hero section, such as, Welcome to our new site. For each section, use text to indicate what type of content will appear there. For example, in the feature section, you might label the placeholders as Feature 1 and Feature 2 to give a sense of where key content will go. Don't worry about design details at this stage. Wireframes should remain simple and focus on structure. Step 4. Duplicating elements. To save time when designing repetitive elements like buttons or feature blocks, Figma allows you to quickly duplicate components. Select the element, press Command or Control plus D, and drag the duplicate to the desired location. For example, if you want multiple buttons in your hero section, you can create one, duplicate it, and adjust its placement. Step 5. Sharing the wireframe for feedback. One of Figma's key strengths is its real-time collaboration and sharing features. Once your wireframe is complete, you can easily share it with your team or stakeholders for feedback. Click Share in the top right corner, and you can generate a link that allows others to view and comment on the wireframe. For example, you might ask your team for feedback on the layout or whether the structure aligns with the project's goals. Stakeholders can add comments directly on the wireframe, making it easy to track feedback in one place. Step 6. Organizing your wireframes. As you create more wireframes, Figma allows you to organize them efficiently. You can add multiple frames to a single file, allowing you to design different pages or versions in one workspace. For example, if you're working on multiple screens for a website redesign, like a home page and an about page, you can create separate frames within the same project. To add a new frame for the About page, use the Frame tool F again and select a new frame size. This keeps your wireframes organized and easy to navigate when sharing with others. Step 7. Finalizing the wireframe. Once your wireframes are laid out and organized, you can move into the next phase of feedback or testing. Before handing the wireframes over to designers or developers, ensure that all structural elements are in place, and the wireframe accurately represents the intended functionality and flow of the user experience. Conclusion. Wireframing in Figma is a fast and effective way to design the structure of your website or app, ensuring that the core layout is user-friendly and aligned with project goals. By using Figma's intuitive tools, you can quickly create wireframes, share them for feedback, and iterate in real time with your team.
Welcome to the world of wireframing. It's where ideas take shape, where the blueprint for your digital product begins to emerge. Today, let's explore 3 essential tips to make your wireframes clear, effective, and user-friendly.
I'm ready to bring my app idea to life, but wireframing feels a bit daunting. Where should I even begin?
Don't worry, James. We'll guide you through it. First up, let's talk about layout. Think of it as the foundation of your design. A well-organized layout guides the user's eye, creating a sense of clarity and purpose, just like a well-planned city. Imagine a bustling city with wide streets, clear signage, and organized districts. That's what we want for our wireframes. Use grids and columns to create that visual consistency. Group related elements together and leave plenty of white space to give your design room to breathe.
Okay, I see how a clear layout can make the app easier to navigate.
Next, let's talk about hierarchy. It's all about prioritizing information and guiding the user's attention. Think of a newspaper headline. The most important information should be the most prominent. That's hierarchy in action. Use larger font sizes and bolder text for headlines and key calls to action. Subheadings and body text should be smaller and less visually prominent.
Hierarchy makes so much sense. Now users will instantly know what's most important on each screen.
Finally, let's explore user flow. This is the path a user takes through your product. Think about the user's goals and create a logical sequence of steps, like planning a road trip with clear directions and minimal detours. Use clear calls to action and minimize distractions to keep users on track.
User flow is like creating a roadmap for my users, ensuring they have a smooth and enjoyable experience.
Remember, wireframing is an iterative process. Don't be afraid to experiment, test, and refine your designs until you achieve the perfect balance of form and function. By mastering these three key principles, layout, hierarchy, and user flow, you'll be well on your way to creating wireframes that not only look great, but also deliver exceptional user experiences. Welcome back, aspiring product managers. In an earlier module, we delved into the world of market research, discovering how to uncover valuable insights about your customers. Now it's time to transform those insights into a remarkable product. Today, we're exploring the power of design collaboration.
Market research tells us what our users need, but design collaboration is how we bring those needs to life. It's about combining diverse perspectives and skills to create something truly exceptional.
Think of a design team as a diverse group of superheroes, each with unique powers working together to achieve a common goal. As you may recall, UX needs a deep understanding of user needs and behaviors to ensure the product is user-friendly and solves real problems. UI brings an artistic touch, crafting visually appealing interfaces that captivate and engage users. Graphic designers infuse the product with unique personality and style, creating eye-catching visuals, logos, and marketing materials. And developers transform those designs into a functional reality. Effective collaboration starts with open communication. It's about sharing ideas, giving and receiving feedback, and building on each other's strengths.
I love how this design captures the essence of our brand, but let's explore ways to make it even more user-friendly.
Design is another key concept during the collaboration process. It's a human-centered approach to problem-solving, encouraging experimentation and iteration. Think of it as to where many ideas are presented, and the team can freely explore possibilities, challenge assumptions, and refine solutions.
Absolutely. Design is all about putting the user first and constantly seeking ways to improve their experience.
And to bring those ideas to life, visualization techniques like sketching and wireframing are essential. They provide a tangible representation of the product, allowing the team to visualize the user experience and gather early feedback.
By collaborating and utilizing design thinking, we can transform abstract ideas into tangible solutions that meet our users' needs.
Remember, successful product development isn't a solo act. It's a collaborative effort where diverse talents come together to create something extraordinary. Welcome to the heart of user-centric design, where we'll unlock the secrets to building products that users love. Here, we believe that the best products are born from a deep understanding of the people who will use them. Today, we'll explore how sketching and wireframing can help you tap into the minds of your users and create designs that truly resonate. Meet Sam, a passionate designer working on a new mobile app to help people manage their daily tasks. She's got some great ideas, but she knows that the key to success is putting the user at the center of her design process.
I want to create an app that's not only beautiful, but also incredibly intuitive and easy to use. But how can I make sure I'm on the right track?
That's where the magic of UX and UI design comes in. UX, or user experience, focuses on the overall feel and functionality of the product, ensuring it's intuitive, efficient, and enjoyable to use. UI, or user interface, is about the visual and interactive elements that bring the product to life.
That makes so much sense. I'm excited to start sketching and wireframing to bring my ideas to life.
Sketching is about capturing those initial sparks of inspiration and exploring ideas quickly and freely. Think of it as brainstorming on paper.
I love sketching because it allows me to be creative and experiment without any constraints.
Once you have a few promising ideas, it's time to move on to wireframing. Wireframes are like blueprints for your design, outlining the structure and functionality of each screen. Wireframes help you define the placement of key elements, navigation, and interactions. They're a great way to communicate your ideas to others and get feedback early on.
I love getting feedback on my wireframes. It helps me see things from a fresh perspective and make improvements before I invest too much time in the visual design.
By prioritizing user-centric design and utilizing tools like sketching and wireframing, you can avoid costly mistakes, test your ideas early, and ensure your product meets the needs of your users.
Imagine your team struggling to collaborate because the tools they use aren't accessible to everyone. Accessibility for all is not just a nice-to-have. It's crucial for maximizing team effectiveness in today's digital workplace. In this video, we'll explore why inclusive design and accessibility are vital in product development for enterprise software. Creating products that accommodate diverse abilities is not only ethical, but also strategically beneficial for businesses. You'll learn how these principles impact your organization's success. By the end of this video, you'll be able to define inclusive design and accessibility, explain their importance in product development, identify common accessibility barriers that users with disabilities may encounter when using digital products, and apply strategies for designing and developing products that are accessible to a wider range of users. Accessibility ensures everyone can use technology regardless of their abilities. For instance, Microsoft Teams live captioning supports hearing-impaired users, ensuring all team members contribute equally in meetings. Inclusive design goes beyond accessibility and, from the outset, incorporates the needs of all users in business and enterprise environments. Consider Microsoft's adaptive tools and technologies. They aren't just for employees with disabilities, but are designed to enhance the workflow and collaboration experience for everyone. Why is this emphasis on inclusivity important in B2B settings? Accessibility also enhances the overall user experience. Features like Microsoft Outlook's focused inbox help everyone manage their emails efficiently, benefiting not just those with cognitive challenges, but all users seeking better productivity. Committing to accessibility can significantly boost your brand's reputation. Inclusivity shows you value all users, fostering goodwill and a positive image. When tools like Microsoft Edge offer reading mode for various reading preferences and abilities, it demonstrates a user-centered approach. But it's not just about reaching more people. Accessible design often leads to a better overall user experience for everyone. For instance, clear and concise instructions aren't just helpful for those with cognitive impairments, they benefit all users. It's a win-win situation. Moreover, demonstrating a commitment to accessibility can significantly enhance your brand reputation. When you prioritize inclusivity, you show that you care about all your users, fostering goodwill and building a positive brand image. Prioritizing accessibility can drive innovation and creativity. It challenges you to think differently, as seen with Microsoft Translator's live translations, which benefit not just multilingual users, but teams globally. Embracing accessibility is not just ethical, it's smart business. Users face various barriers in digital products, including visual, auditory, motor, and cognitive challenges. Microsoft Office's features, such as high contrast options and keyboard shortcuts, demonstrate how products can overcome these barriers. Recognizing and addressing these barriers starts with awareness. Visual barriers might include text that is too small or low in contrast. Microsoft's built-in magnifier in Windows aids users with visual challenges. Auditory barriers can be addressed through features like subtitles and transcripts in Microsoft Stream, ensuring content accessibility for hearing-impaired users. Motor barriers involve difficulties using traditional input devices. Microsoft's speech recognition tools in Azure help users navigate without a mouse or keyboard. Cognitive barriers are tackled by simplifying user interfaces. Microsoft's OneNote promotes clear instructions and easy navigation, benefiting everyone. Begin accessibility by embedding usability strategies into the design process, as seen with Microsoft Teams, where accessibility ensures everyone can focus on accomplishing tasks regardless of their abilities. Directions should be clear and feedback immediate. Microsoft 365 emphasizes plain language and signposts, ensuring users don't struggle with complex terminology or tasks. Clear instructions and feedback. We'd ensure that every step, from logging in to transferring funds, is explained in plain language, free of financial jargon. Visual cues and clear confirmations would guide users, especially those who might be new to mobile banking. Color choices matter greatly. Products like Microsoft Outlook use high contrast to make content clear and accessible for users with visual impairments. Tools like WebAIM's Color Contrast Checker help verify these choices. Keyboard navigation is a critical aspect, and Microsoft Word is fully navigable via keyboard commands, aiding users who rely on alternative navigation methods. Offering customization options, such as changing font sizes or color themes, like in Windows settings, lets users adjust interfaces to their liking, promoting ease of use. By considering these accessibility factors from the start, you're not just building a tool, you're crafting an inclusive solution that caters to everyone's needs. Remember, accessibility isn't a task to check off. It's about shaping a more inclusive digital future. When accessibility is a priority, you create superior products for all. In this video, we'll explore the intricate world of UX/UI design within enterprise environments and how it directly translates to software that not only meets but exceeds user expectations. Imagine an enterprise environment where software consistently meets user expectations, leading to streamlined operations and satisfied customers. This success often stems from a robust UX/UI design process. And from idea to interface, we will explore this process and its role in crafting Microsoft products and other enterprise software solutions. The UX/UI design process is fundamental, shaping the user experience from initial concept to functional interface. Consider Microsoft Teams, which enhances collaboration through well-defined design phases, ensuring it aligns with both user and business requirements. The journey begins with research and discovery, comprising design and product research. Design research uncovers user needs and challenges through methods like interviews, observations, and surveys to gather first-hand insights. Product research involves market analysis and reviewing existing solutions, like how Microsoft studies industry trends and competitor offerings to identify opportunities for innovation. Combining these research streams provides a comprehensive understanding of user desires and market demands. This holistic view drives the creation of software that genuinely resonates with users, much like how Microsoft Word has evolved to accommodate diverse user needs. Next comes the design phase, transforming ideas into detailed wireframes and mockups. This is when the interface begins to materialize, like how Outlook transitioned from concept to a user-friendly tool for emails and scheduling. In the design testing phase, feedback is essential. By placing prototypes in users' hands, we refine the design based on their interactions and feedback. This ensures a seamless experience and mirrors user testing conducted during the development of Microsoft Excel's features. Insights gathered here reshape designs, leading to the development phase. This is where developers translate designs into functional software, as seen when Microsoft engineers convert Office app designs into programs that users interact with daily. Following development, we conduct product testing, employing strategies like A/B testing different versions and analyzing user statistics. These steps help verify the software's effectiveness and facilitate continuous improvement as demonstrated by updates to OneDrive. Even post-launch, the design process persists. Teams analyze user feedback to iterate and enhance functionality, maintaining the software's alignment with user needs and technological advancements. Throughout this process, collaboration between product managers and designers is crucial. Product managers guide the product toward business objectives, while designers concentrate on user experiences, ensuring a balanced and effective outcome. This collaboration guarantees everyone works towards a unified vision, resulting in products like Microsoft Azure that satisfy business needs and deliver an excellent user experience. Remember, UX/UI design is a cycle of continuous learning and adaptation, from initial research to launch and beyond. By remaining user-centric and receptive to change, you can create software that genuinely satisfies both users and the business. Embrace this journey. Listen to your users and collaborate effectively to develop enterprise software that distinguishes itself and makes a positive impact. Through consistent dedication to each phase and a commitment to understanding the user, the result will be a product that not only functions well, but also enhances the user's daily workflow. This approach promotes innovation and ensures long-term user satisfaction. By prioritizing user-centered design, businesses can create software that is both intuitive and powerful, driving efficiency and productivity within the enterprise.
Imagine you're creating a new coffee shop app. You have a vision, but how can you ensure it truly serves your customers? That's where user research comes in. It's the key to unlocking the secrets of your users' needs, behaviors, and pain points.
I want this app to be a hit, but I need to understand what my customers really want. How do they order their coffee? What frustrates them about existing apps? What features would make their experience even better?
Design research is all about stepping into your users' shoes. It's about empathizing with them, truly understanding their behaviors, frustrations, and even their unspoken desires. Instead of simply asking users what they want, design research focuses on observing their actions, listening to their feedback, and uncovering their underlying needs. It's about using these insights to shape the design of the product, ensuring it not only functions well, but also resonates with the people who will use it.
My design research is uncovering key user needs. Users want to customize their orders further, but they feel intimidated by the coffee jargon. By simplifying the options and streamlining the payment process, we could see a significant increase in coffee orders.
These insights are pure gold for UX/UI designers. They form the foundation for creating user-centric designs that solve real problems and deliver delightful experiences. The UX/UI design process begins with understanding the user. Then information architecture comes into play, organizing content and features in a logical and intuitive way. Next, we move on to prototyping, creating interactive mockups that allow users to experience the app firsthand.
Prototyping is where my ideas really come to life. It's exciting to see how users interact with the design and get their feedback early on.
Finally, testing is essential to gather feedback and refine the design further. It's an iterative process of continuous improvement.
Testing is crucial. It helps me identify any pain points or areas of confusion so I can make the app even better before launch. Thanks to user research and the iterative design process, I'm confident that this app will be a hit with coffee lovers everywhere.
In today's fast-paced world, businesses are constantly seeking ways to streamline their workflows and boost efficiency. But how can we transform innovative ideas into tangible solutions that address user needs? That's where the power of prototyping comes in.
I've been brainstorming ideas for a new workflow automation platform that will change how we work. But how do I turn these concepts into something real, something I can test and refine?
Ben's facing a common challenge in the design process, turning abstract ideas into concrete solutions that users can interact with. Prototyping is the key. It's like sketching out a rough draft of a user interface, allowing experimentation and refinement before finalizing the design. This is where Figma comes in. Figma empowers designers to create interactive prototypes with ease, transforming static designs into dynamic experiences. Start with low-fidelity prototypes, simple representations of your design crafted with basic tools that focus on the core functionalities and user flows. This allows you to gather early feedback and make necessary adjustments before investing time and resources in high-fidelity mockups.
The feedback I'm getting from the low-fidelity prototype is invaluable. It's helping me refine my design and ensure it meets the needs of my users.
As you gather feedback and iterate on your design, Figma's prototyping capabilities allow you to create increasingly high-fidelity prototypes. High-fidelity prototypes closely resemble the final product, allowing users to experience the look, feel, and functionality of the platform in a realistic setting.
High-fidelity prototypes are like magic. They take my ideas to the next level, making them feel almost real. It's so helpful to see how users interact with a more polished version of the design. Their feedback at this stage is invaluable for fine-tuning the experience before we start building the actual product.
Finally, testing is essential to gather feedback and refine the design further. It's an iterative process of continuous improvement.
User testing is crucial. It's all about learning and improving. By getting real people to interact with our designs, we can gather valuable insights and make those crucial tweaks that turn a good product into a great one.
Welcome to the world of intuitive design. Today, we'll explore the art of guiding the user's eye, crafting layouts that effortlessly lead them through your digital creations. It's about creating a visual hierarchy, highlighting key elements, and ensuring a seamless user experience.
I want my designs to look good and guide users seamlessly towards their goals. How do I ensure that every element on the page has a purpose and contributes to the overall experience?
Excellent question, Harper. I'm excited to show you UX/UI principles and how layout and visual hierarchy can transform your designs. Imagine a cluttered room versus a well-organized one. Which one is easier to navigate and find what you need?
The organized one. It's frustrating when you can't find what you're looking for.
Exactly. The same principle applies to design. A clear layout provides structure and guides the user's eye, just like a well-planned city with clear signage and pathways. Now let's add a visual hierarchy, which is arranging elements to imply importance, guiding users' focus to crucial info or actions first.
It's like creating a visual symphony, where each element has a distinct role, ensuring the most important information takes center stage and naturally guides the user's attention.
Let's learn about common design patterns that leverage these principles. The F pattern mimics how we naturally read, placing important elements along the top and left side of the screen. Imagine a web page with the top horizontal bar containing the logo and main navigation. The left vertical column has subheadings and bullet points, and the lower horizontal section features additional details. The Z pattern creates a dynamic flow, ideal for landing pages. It guides the eye from one corner to the opposite, perfect for showcasing key messages and calls to action. Lastly, the Gutenberg diagram prioritizes dividing the screen into 4 quadrants based on natural reading gravity, placing the most important information in the top left quadrant and guiding the eye in a Z shape across the page.
These patterns guide users through the content in a way that feels natural and intuitive. By strategically placing elements according to these patterns, we can create a seamless and enjoyable user experience, ensuring users find the information they need.
Today, we'll delve deeper into the world of heuristic evaluation. You'll learn how to apply these principles to your own designs and create user experiences that are both effective and enjoyable. Imagine you're not feeling well. You head to the doctor for a checkup. The doctor examines you, checks your vitals, and asks about your symptoms. They're looking for any signs of illness or potential problems.
I've been having some trouble sleeping and I'm feeling a bit sluggish.
The doctor listens carefully, asks questions, and runs some tests. They're systematically evaluating your health to identify any potential problems. This process is very similar to a heuristic evaluation in the world of UX/UI design. Just as a doctor checks your physical health, heuristic evaluation examines the health of your user interface. Instead of a stethoscope, we use a set of established usability principles called heuristics.
Heuristics? What are those?
Heuristics are like guidelines for good design. They help us identify potential usability issues and ensure our interfaces are intuitive and user-friendly. Think of it like a checklist for a healthy user experience. By evaluating your interface against these heuristics, you can uncover hidden problems and areas for improvement.
I see. So it's about finding those design elements that might hinder the user experience. For example, are error messages clear and helpful? Does the design maintain consistency throughout? Is the interface flexible and efficient for different types of users? Can users easily recover from mistakes?
Exactly. By evaluating your interface against these heuristics, you can uncover hidden problems and areas for improvement. Just as a doctor prescribes treatment, a heuristic evaluation helps you pinpoint solutions to enhance the user experience.
That makes sense. It's like giving your interface a health check to make sure everything is okay.
By conducting heuristic evaluations early and often, you can prevent usability problems from impacting your final product. It's a proactive approach to creating designs that people truly enjoy using. Regular checkups are key to staying healthy. And the same goes for your interfaces. Regular heuristic evaluations will keep your users happy and engaged.
Welcome to this video on conducting a heuristic evaluation of a user interface mockup. Today, I'll guide you through the process of evaluating a user interface, UI, to identify usability issues and suggest improvements. We'll use a set of usability principles, known as heuristics, to systematically evaluate a UI and make practical recommendations. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to apply heuristic evaluation in your product management process to enhance user experience. We'll begin by looking at a web interface for a task management application. For this demonstration, I'll walk you through common usability heuristics, like consistency, visibility of system status, and error prevention. And we'll identify potential issues with the interface, offering actionable improvements. Principle 1. Visibility of system status. One of the most important heuristics is ensuring that the system keeps users informed about what is happening. Users should always know the system's current state through feedback within a reasonable time. Let's start by looking at the task creation feature. When we create a new task and hit save, there's no immediate confirmation that the task has been saved successfully. This can cause confusion for the user, as they are left wondering whether the action was completed. Improvement suggestion. We can add a confirmation message or visual indicator like a checkmark or notification to confirm the task has been saved. Principle 2. Match between system and the real world. Interfaces should speak the user's language, using familiar concepts, words, and metaphors that align with real-world experiences. In this app, the terms used for project categories aren't very intuitive. For instance, work packages might not be immediately understood by the average user. This term could be more effectively communicated as projects or tasks. Our improvement suggestion is to simplify terminology to reflect common industry language that users are familiar with. Principle 3. Consistency and standards. Users should not have to wonder whether different words or actions mean the same thing. Consistency in layout, design, and terminology builds a sense of predictability for users. In the task list view, the icons used for editing and deleting tasks are inconsistent. On some screens, the edit icon is a pencil, while on others, it's a cog. This inconsistency may cause hesitation or confusion when users are trying to take action. Our improvement suggestion is to use consistent icons and actions across all screens to maintain clarity and improve the user's ability to predict the behavior of UI elements. Principle 4, error prevention. It's always better to prevent errors from occurring in the first place than to provide error messages after they happen. In this UI, when users create tasks, there's no validation for the due date field. A user can enter an impossible date, like one in the past, without receiving any warning. Our improvement suggestion is to implement validation rules to prevent users from entering dates that don't make sense, and provide suggestions for correcting errors before submission. Principle 5, flexibility and efficiency of use. Interfaces should cater to both inexperienced and experienced users by providing shortcuts or more efficient ways to accomplish tasks. This application lacks keyboard shortcuts for creating, editing, or deleting tasks, which could improve efficiency for power users. Our improvement suggestion is to add keyboard shortcuts for frequently used actions like creating new tasks or marking tasks as complete. This would improve the overall speed and usability of the interface, especially for experienced users. Principle 6, aesthetic and minimalist design. Interfaces should avoid unnecessary elements that don't provide value. The current dashboard is cluttered with redundant options and icons that serve no clear purpose. For example, there are 2 buttons to sort tasks, but they do the same thing. Our improvement suggestion is to remove redundant elements and simplify the layout to focus only on essential actions. This would create a more streamlined experience, reducing cognitive load for users. Principle 7, help users recognize, diagnose, and recover from errors. When errors do occur, users should easily understand what went wrong and how to fix it. In this UI, when a task fails to save, the error message is generic. Error occurred. Try again later. This message doesn't help users understand what the actual issue is. Our improvement suggestion is to provide more specific error messages that explain what caused the issue and suggest how to resolve it. For example, server timeout. You can refresh the page to restart your session. Conclusion. Conducting a heuristic evaluation is a powerful method for identifying usability issues and improving user interfaces. By systematically reviewing a UI against established usability principles, you can pinpoint problem areas and offer actionable improvements that enhance user satisfaction.
In the world of UX/UI design, understanding user behavior is key to creating successful products. But sometimes, simply asking users what they think isn't enough. Welcome to Unlocking Deeper Insights, where we'll explore advanced usability testing methods that reveal the hidden truths behind user interactions.
We've conducted surveys and interviews, but I still feel like something is missing. How can we get a more complete picture of the user experience?
That's where advanced usability testing methods like eye tracking and cognitive walkthroughs come into play. They allow us to go beyond the surface and delve into the subconscious mind of the user. Eye tracking technology uses specialized cameras and software to precisely track the user's gaze as they interact with an interface. It's like having a spotlight on their attention, revealing exactly where their eyes land, how long they linger on each element, and the path their gaze takes across the screen.
This is fascinating. We can see exactly where users are getting stuck or confused, even if they don't explicitly mention it in their feedback.
And then there are cognitive walkthroughs, a powerful method that invites us to step into the user's mind, not just observing their actions, but understanding the why behind them. It's like having a conversation with the user's inner monologue. We ask them to think aloud as they navigate through the interface, explaining their actions and expectations at each step. This allows us to map their thought process and see the world from their perspective.
Right, cognitive walkthroughs help us bridge the gap between what we think users will do and what they actually do. We can identify those moments of confusion, those hidden assumptions we made as designers that might not be obvious to a first-time user.
By combining these advanced techniques with traditional usability testing methods, you gain a more nuanced understanding of user behavior.
I'm so impressed by the depth of understanding we're gaining through these advanced methods. We've uncovered usability issues we never would have discovered through surveys alone. This allows us to make data-driven design decisions and create products that meet our users' needs.
Welcome to the exciting world of UX/UI design, where ideas transform into reality and user experiences are created with care. Today, we'll explore the heart of visual communication, wireframes and mockups.
I have so many ideas for a new mobile app, but sometimes it's hard to explain my vision to the team. How can I make my concepts more concrete and easier to understand?
That's a common challenge, Sophia. Let's explore how wireframes and mockups can be your communication superheroes. Think of wireframes as the blueprint of your design. They're like the skeletal structure of a building, outlining the key elements and their placement.
So wireframes focus on functionality and user flow, not the final look.
Exactly. It's about laying the groundwork for a great user experience. They're perfect for early-stage collaboration, allowing everyone to understand the core concept and provide feedback.
Okay, great. So wireframes can help me and my team get on the same page quickly. We can discuss ideas and make changes without getting overwhelmed by visual details.
That's right. Now let's add some color and personality. It's time for mockups. Mockups take it a step further. They take your wireframes, those basic blueprints, and elevate them into a lifelike representation of the final product.
Mockups can bring my vision to life. They can help clients and stakeholders understand the look and feel of the final product.
Mockups are perfect for presentations and gathering feedback from stakeholders or even customers. They help bridge the gap between design and development, ensuring everyone is on the same page and minimizing misinterpretations and costly revisions down the line. They're also essential for user testing, allowing you to gather feedback on the visual design, interactions, and overall user experience before you invest heavily in development.
I feel confident presenting my ideas to the team now. With wireframes, we can quickly explore different layout options and user flows, and with mockups, we can bring those ideas to life and make sure everyone has a clear understanding of the final product's look and feel. It's a much more efficient and collaborative way to work.
Today, we'll explore the entire fidelity spectrum, from low-fidelity sketches to high-fidelity prototypes. You'll learn how to leverage each level to communicate your ideas effectively, gather feedback, and iterate on your designs to create user-centric products that people love.
I have this amazing idea for a new social media app, but I need a way to turn it into something tangible that I can share with others.
That's where the concept of fidelity comes in, Matteo. Think of it as a spectrum, ranging from low-fidelity sketches to high-fidelity prototypes. Each level serves a unique purpose in the design process, helping you refine and communicate your ideas effectively. Low-fidelity sketches are the starting point. They're quick, unpolished, often hand-drawn, and focus on capturing the core ideas and user flows.
Sketching helps me visualize my ideas and explore different possibilities without getting bogged down in details. It's like creating a visual brainstorm.
Wireframes build upon those sketches, adding more structure and clarity. They define the placement of key elements, navigation, and content hierarchy.
Wireframes are like the blueprints of my app. They provide a clear overview of the layout and functionality, making it easier to communicate my ideas to others.
High-fidelity mockups bring your design to life. They incorporate visual design elements, creating a realistic representation of the final product.
Okay, so mockups are like a sneak peek into the future. They allow us to see and feel the app's potential before a single line of code is written. This lets us gather crucial feedback from users and stakeholders, making sure we're on the right track before investing significant resources in development.
Exactly. And finally, interactive prototypes take it a step further, simulating the app's functionality and interactions.
Gotcha. So prototypes are essential for user testing. They help us identify any usability issues and refine the design before launch, ensuring a smooth and enjoyable user experience.
Remember that each level of fidelity serves a distinct purpose, from early ideation and communication to user testing and final product development. By understanding and leveraging the fidelity spectrum, Designers can effectively translate abstract ideas into tangible representations, fostering collaboration and ensuring user-centric design decisions.
In this video, we discuss how navigating the busy world of enterprise software can sometimes feel overwhelming. Wireframes serve as your guide, creating clear and intuitive user interfaces. Today, we are diving into wireframing fundamentals to understand why they are important in crafting efficient interfaces for software like Microsoft Dynamics 365 or Microsoft Teams. They are essential to shaping effective user experiences. Wireframes act as the blueprints for products like Microsoft SharePoint sites. They're basic sketches focusing on layout and functionality. They help us prioritize user tasks and features instead of visual design. Their simplicity is powerful. Just like when planning a Microsoft Excel dashboard, wireframes allow you to explore layouts, test navigation, and spot issues early. They are about structure and function, not looks. That design polish comes later. A wireframe's fundamental components work together to create intuitive user interfaces, similar to Microsoft Outlook. These key elements include layout, which establishes the screen's structure and visual hierarchy, which directs user focus and helps prioritize tasks, navigation, which outlines the user's path through the software via menus and buttons, and content placement, which strategically positions all information. Wireframes are valuable in the early stages of software design. They are the ground for exploration, allowing you to draft different layout options and assess various approaches to find the solution that works best. Thinking of your wireframe strategy first can refine tools like Power BI dashboards. You can share these drafts with teams and users, collecting feedback that identifies potential problems and opportunities. Early feedback helps you save time and resources later. Wireframes, especially when working on Microsoft products, accelerate iteration and refinement, and your project aligns with user needs. While effective for planning, remember that wireframes have their limits. They often miss out on visual appeal and emotions, which can impact stakeholder acceptance. Complex interactions often require more detailed prototypes later. Yet, these limitations should not overshadow the immense value of wireframes. They remain critical in early design stages, enabling rapid iteration, fostering collaboration, and identifying usability issues, saving time and resources. By combining wireframes with mockups and prototypes, you can achieve great design outcomes. After exploring ideas with wireframes, you add visual elements next. This is where mockups and prototypes add color and detail to your Microsoft tools, offering a closer glimpse of the final product. The power of wireframing is in transforming ideas into clear plans, obtaining valuable feedback, and refining designs early. Become proficient in the skill to build user-centered software that achieves business goals and delights users. Start drafting your next wireframe with Microsoft tools today. To begin, consider the user's journey. What tasks will they perform? How will they navigate through the application? Sketching these flows helps determine the optimal layout and placement of elements. Think about the information hierarchy. What elements should stand out? Use size, placement, and visual cues to guide the user's attention. Remember, wireframes are not about pixel-perfect design. They are about structure and function. Focus on the core elements and their relationships. Use simple shapes and lines to represent content and interactive elements. Avoid clutter and unnecessary details. Collaboration is key. Share your wireframes with your team and stakeholders. Gather feedback early and iterate based on their input. This iterative process allows you to refine your design and identify potential usability issues before investing significant time and resources into development. Tools like Microsoft Visio or even simple pen and paper can be used to create effective wireframes. Choose the tools that best suit your needs and workflow. The goal is to communicate your design ideas clearly and efficiently. As you progress, consider creating multiple wireframe variations. This allows you to explore different layout options and choose the one that best meets the user's needs. Remember that flexibility and adaptability are important in the wireframing process. Embrace feedback and be willing to adjust your design as needed. Ultimately, effective wireframing lays the foundation for a successful and user-friendly software product.
Imagine stepping into a room that's empty, gray walls, bare floors, no furniture or decorations. It's functional but lacks personality and warmth. Now, picture that same room transformed with vibrant colors, stylish furniture, and captivating artwork. That's the power of visual design. It can breathe life into a space, evoke emotions, and create a lasting impression. In the world of UX/UI design, it's the same principle. We start with a basic wireframe, the bare bones of our product.
This wireframe lays out the functionality of my app perfectly, but it feels a bit sterile. How can I make it engaging and memorable for users?
That's where visual design comes in. This is where you can bring your product's brand to life. By infusing your wireframe with thoughtfully chosen colors, typography, and imagery, you create a captivating experience that reinforces your brand's marketing and messaging while connecting with users. Color is like a powerful language, speaking directly to our emotions and influencing our perceptions. It can set the mood, create an atmosphere, and guide the user's attention. Think of a calming blue for a meditation app, evoking tranquility and focus, or a vibrant orange for a food delivery service, stimulating appetite and energy. Even subtle shifts in hue or saturation can make a big difference in how users perceive your product.
Color adds so much personality. It really enhances the overall feel and makes the app more engaging.
Next, let's explore the power of typography. Fonts are more than just letters. They convey a brand's voice and personality. A playful script for a children's app, a bold sans serif for a tech startup, or a classic serif for a luxury brand. Typography enhances readability and reinforces your brand identity.
Typography is incredibly powerful. It can completely change the feel of the app, conveying a specific tone and personality.
Finally, let's add the finishing touches, imagery. Images tell stories, evoke emotions, and create memorable experiences. Choose images that resonate with your target audience and reinforce your brand's message.
Wow! It's amazing how visual design can transform a simple wireframe into a captivating experience. I can't wait to see how users react.
Let's say you are a product manager at a large enterprise software company. Your team has just completed the initial design phase for a new customer relationship management, or CRM, feature. You need to present a detailed visual representation of the user interface to stakeholders, including the design team, marketing, and sales, before moving into development. This visual representation needs to accurately reflect the user experience, brand guidelines, and interactive elements. In this video, we will cover how to use Figma to create high-fidelity mockups. These mockups will incorporate visual design elements, branding guidelines, and interactive components. This process allows you to effectively communicate your design vision to stakeholders, ensuring everyone is aligned before development begins. We will focus on creating detailed mockups that accurately represent the final user interface, including how to integrate brand colors, typography, and interactive features. Let's begin by creating a new design file in Figma. Click the New Design File button. This will open a blank canvas. Now, we have a blank canvas. Add a frame. Frames in Figma represent the screens or artboards of your application, defining boundaries and organizing content. Click the Frame tool, then select Desktop from the Frame Size options. This will create a desktop-sized frame for our CRM feature. We will start with the main dashboard screen. Add a header. Use the Rectangle tool to draw a rectangle at the top. Set the dimensions to 1,440 pixels wide by 80 pixels high. Before applying colors and fonts, let's discuss brand guidelines. These rules define a company's visual presentation, ensuring consistency across products. We'll use these guidelines to style our mockup. Change the header color to match our company's brand guidelines. Use the Fill option and select the primary brand color. For example, 0078D4. Add the application title to the header using the Text tool. Type Enterprise CRM Dashboard. Adjust the font to Seago UI, size to 24 pixels, and color to white. Add navigation buttons to the header. These buttons will allow users to quickly access different sections of the CRM. Use the rectangle tool to create button shapes, 80 pixels wide by 40 pixels high, with a 5-pixel corner radius. Add text labels, contacts, accounts, and reports. We want to simulate the user's journey within the CRM by using interactive elements. Select the Prototype tab. This allows us to define interactions between elements and frames. Link the Contacts button to a new frame, demonstrating how a user accesses the contacts list. Create another frame for the contacts list screen. To save time and maintain consistency, we will duplicate the dashboard frame. Select the dashboard frame, then press Ctrl-D or Command-D on Mac. This creates a copy of the frame. Modify the title to Contacts List. Use rectangle and text tools to create a vertical list of contacts, including name and company. Now, let's enhance the visual design of the contacts list by adding visual cues to indicate interactive elements. For example, change the cursor to a pointer when hovering over a contact item. Select a contact item, go to Prototype, and add a mouse enter interaction. Add visual hierarchy by using different font weights and sizes. Make contact names bold and slightly larger than company names. Add visual separators for readability. Use light gray lines to divide contact items. Draw lines with the line tool and adjust color and thickness. Apply consistent spacing and alignment using distribute horizontal, vertical spacing, and alignment tools. Preview the interaction. Click the Present button. Test the interactions and ensure the visual design enhances the user experience. In summary, high-fidelity mockups are vital for visualizing designs and ensuring stakeholder alignment. Tools like Figma enable efficient creation and collaboration. By adhering to brand guidelines and focusing on user experience, we can create impactful mockups.
Imagine a world where your enterprise software looks and feels the same, no matter what application you're using. It's seamless and unified, just like Microsoft's suite of products. This consistency is achieved through a tool called a design system. In this video, we're exploring why design systems matter in the enterprise world and how they can supercharge your product development efforts. A design system is like a library that includes reusable components, guidelines, and principles directing a product's design and development. It serves as a single source of truth for your product's look and user experience. Think about how Microsoft Office maintains a seamless look across Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. These principles apply here as well. Design systems go beyond organizing your design elements. They bring concrete benefits to product development. First, let's talk about consistency. Uniformity across your software helps build brand recognition and makes it easier for users to understand and use the interface. Microsoft products, for example, share similar interfaces, ensuring a cohesive user experience. Efficiency is also a major advantage. With pre-designed components and guidelines, your team can save time by reusing existing elements. There's no need to start from scratch each time you build a new feature, similar to how each new Microsoft app isn't built entirely from zero. Design systems also enhance collaboration. By establishing a shared language between designers and developers, you can reduce miscommunications and speed up the implementation process. Everyone's speaking the same language, just like when different Microsoft product teams coordinate to ensure product integration. Scalability is key as well. A design system provides a structure that keeps your software consistent and easy to update as it evolves. It's why large enterprises can grow their suite of applications without losing consistency. What's in a design system? Typically, it includes design principles that guide decisions, a style guide that defines visual aspects, a component library of UI elements, and a pattern library for common interface challenges. Design principles serve as guiding lights for your design philosophy. A style guide defines the visual elements of your product, like colors, typography, and spacing, ensuring every facet of your software looks and feels uniform. A component library includes reusable UI elements like buttons and forms. Think of the buttons that look consistent across different Microsoft applications. The pattern library addresses common user interface challenges, like how messages are displayed. Comprehensive documentation explains how to use these elements effectively, helping both new and experienced team members. Detailed guidelines ensure everyone follows the design principles, making the system easy to implement. With these components in place, design systems streamline the creation of mockups by providing ready-made elements. This saves design time and effort, allowing you to focus on the arrangement rather than inventing new components each time. Instead of beginning from scratch, designers assemble mockups using these available elements, reducing time and effort. Components in a design system are pre-tested, allowing designers to concentrate on optimal arrangement rather than design testing from scratch. The core advantage of a design system is its role in ensuring consistency across product designs. Using shared components, designers maintain a unified user experience. This consistency enhances product appeal and usability. Users become familiar with elements and patterns, enabling quicker interaction with features. Beyond user benefits, design systems improve team collaboration. They bridge communication barriers, offering a common language. This speeds up handoff and guarantees the product aligns with the original design intent. Developers use the documentation and component library to implement designs precisely. This reduces communication delays and speeds up development cycles, leading to a more user-friendly product. Design systems are essential tools in product development. They boost consistency, efficiency, and collaboration, leading to superior products and happier users. As a product manager, advocating for design systems can greatly enhance your team's productivity and product quality. Investing in a design system means your product will look cohesive, be scalable, and focus on user needs, ensuring a top-tier experience. This conveys the importance of design systems in a professional, easily accessible manner. It addresses the objectives and gives a clear understanding of why these systems are valuable in a job context. In this video, we explore the selection of wireframing and mockup tools, particularly for the development of enterprise software or B2B solutions. The appropriate tool significantly influences design workflow, team collaboration, and project outcomes. We will examine various options tailored to diverse needs and explain why the choice matters. A suitable tool transforms the design process. Tools designed for B2B, such as Microsoft Visio, provide robust features for diagramming and wireframing complex enterprise flows. They facilitate visualization in projects like CRM setups or intranet portals, where detail and clarity are essential. When selecting a tool, consider its alignment with your workflow and collaboration requirements. Let us examine some notable tools, beginning with Figma. It is recognized for cloud-based collaboration, ideal for geographically dispersed teams working on enterprise-level solutions. Consider instances where immediate feedback is necessary. Figma's real-time capability allows transparency and rapid updates. Sketch, with its symbol libraries and vector-based design, suits detailed mockups often required in B2B. Large enterprises benefit from its scalability and precision. However, it operates exclusively on macOS, which may limit teams using varied operating systems. Axure RP excels at prototyping intricate enterprise-level interactions. Its capabilities mirror complex user journeys and technical workflows, vital for complex software systems. While its advanced tools may present a learning curve, they are valuable for detailed interactive designs. Marvel distinguishes itself through simplicity, ideal for rapid prototyping and early-stage feedback, thereby reducing time to market for B2B applications. Although it is not suitable for complex projects, its user-friendly nature is advantageous for straightforward interactions or initial design phases. Balsamiq offers a distinctive low-fidelity style to capture ideas quickly. For initial brainstorming in enterprise environments, it promotes a focus on functionality rather than aesthetics. It is suitable for wireframe-centric projects and supports rapid iterations without excessive detail. Contemplate these points as you evaluate tools. Understanding how tools integrate into your strategy and daily tasks is vital for delivering excellent user experiences. The optimal tool enables your team to achieve its objectives effectively. Furthermore, explore the specific integration capabilities of each tool. Does it seamlessly connect with your existing project management software, version control systems, or other development tools? This integration can significantly streamline your workflow, reducing the need for manual data transfer and minimizing errors. Consider the scalability of the tool. As your projects grow in complexity and your team expands, will the tool continue to meet your needs? Some tools offer enterprise-level features and support, while others are better suited for smaller teams or less complex projects. Evaluate the tool's ability to handle large-scale projects and accommodate future growth. Another important factor is the availability of resources and support. Does the tool offer comprehensive documentation, tutorials, and community forums? A robust support system can be invaluable when encountering technical challenges or needing to learn new features. Additionally, consider the frequency of updates and the responsiveness of the development team to user feedback. Accessibility is also a key consideration. Is the tool accessible to all team members, regardless of their technical expertise? A user-friendly interface and intuitive features can minimize the learning curve and promote wider adoption within your team. Furthermore, consider the tool's compatibility with different operating systems and devices, ensuring that all team members can access and use it effectively. Finally, remember that the best tool is the one that aligns with your team's specific needs and project requirements. Do not hesitate to conduct thorough trials and gather feedback from your team before making a final decision. This process will help you identify the tool that empowers your team to deliver exceptional results.
Ever wondered how designers create clear, functional interfaces for complex business software? Enterprise applications often juggle large amounts of data and intricate workflows. Tools like Figma are essential for bringing order to this complexity. This video focuses specifically on that challenge. By the end of this video, you will be able to use Figma to create fundamental wireframes and mockups for enterprise software interfaces. We will demonstrate building essential elements like navigation menus, data grids, and interactive dashboard components. Start by opening Figma and create a new design file. Name the file Enterprise Dashboard Wireframe by clicking the default untitled title at the top left. The central canvas is for designing. The Layers panel is on the left, Properties panel on the right, and the toolbar is at the bottom. Select the Frame tool, # from the toolbar. In the Properties panel, choose a desktop preset, like 1440 by 1024 pixels. This frame holds our screen design. Let's build navigation. Select the rectangle tool, square icon, and draw a bar across the top of the frame for top navigation. Select the text tool, T. Click on the bar and type dashboard. Create more labels like reports and settings horizontally. Select the top bar rectangle and text labels. Group them, Ctrl+G or Command+G. Rename the group Top Navigation in the Layers panel. For the side navigation, draw a vertical rectangle on the left side using the rectangle tool. Use the text tool to add vertical labels inside like Overview, User Management, and System Configuration. Group the side navigation rectangle and text labels. Rename the group Side Navigation. Now, let's apply auto layout to the side navigation text for easier management. Select only the vertical text labels within the Side Navigation group. In the Properties panel, click the plus sign next to Auto Layout. Figma arranges the items automatically. Adjust spacing between items using the Auto Layout controls in the Properties panel. Items will automatically reposition if reordered in the Layers panel, or if new items are added. Next, the main content area. Let's create a data grid. Use the rectangle tool to draw a header bar for column titles. Use the text tool to add column headers like ID, name, status, date created. Below the header, create the first data row using the text tool with placeholder data like 1001. Example user, active, 2025-04-29. Group all elements of this first row. Name the group Data Row Example. Let's turn this row into a reusable component. Select the Data Row Example group. Click the Create Component icon, 4 diamonds, in the top toolbar. The group becomes a main component, which is indicated by the purple outline and diamond icon. Rename it Data Grid/Row in the Layers panel. Now create instances of this component to build the grid. Drag the Data Grid row from the Assets panel, next to Layers, or Alt-Option, drag the main component. Arrange several instances vertically. Notice changes to the main component update all instances. Let's add an icon placeholder to the main component. Inside the main component, use the Shape tools to draw a simple placeholder icon, like 3 dots on the right end. See how the icon appears instantly in all instance rows? This ensures consistency and speeds up changes. Text in instances can be overridden individually. Components and auto layout are key for efficiency and consistency in complex enterprise designs. Now, let's add dashboard elements. Use the rectangle tool to draw cards. Add rounded corners using the corner radius setting in the Properties panel. Arrange a few cards in the content area. Add titles like Active Users and Revenue YTD using the text tool. Represent charts in these wireframe cards using simple shapes. Use the pen or line tool for a basic line graph shape. Use small rectangles for a bar chart representation. This low-fidelity approach indicates where charts will go without needing final details yet. Now, a quick look at transitioning to a mockup by adding basic visual style. This makes the design look closer to the final product. Select the top navigation bar. In the Properties panel, under Fill, choose a color like blue. Select a text element like a header. In the Text section of the Properties panel, change the font or weight. Apply a background fill color to one of the dashboard cards. This demonstrates adding visual fidelity. The process involves applying colors, typography, icons based on the design system or brand guidelines. In this demonstration, we walk through using Figma to construct wireframes and begin mockups for typical enterprise software interfaces. You saw how to build essential components like navigation menus, structured data grids, and informative dashboard cards. Applying features like auto layout and components helps ensure these designs are not only clear and consistent, but also much easier to update and manage as the application evolves.
We've all been there, haven't we? Frustrated, confused, even a little angry while using a product that doesn't seem to get us. It's like they designed it for someone else entirely. These frustrating experiences happen when products are designed without the user in mind. Now, instead, imagine a world where every product you interact with feels intuitive, enjoyable, and tailored to your needs. That's where the product manager comes in.
My job is to be the voice of the user. It all starts with empathy and truly understanding their needs.
How do you do that?
We start by creating user stories. Think of them as little stories, each one capturing a specific goal a user wants to achieve with our product.
So it's like putting yourself in their shoes.
Exactly. We ask, what are their pain points? What tasks do they find frustrating? What would make their lives easier? These user stories help us build a product that truly solves their problems.
That makes sense. But how do you know if your ideas are actually working?
That's where the real fun begins. Product testing. We put our ideas in front of real users and see how they react.
So it's like a test drive for your product.
You got it. We observe them using the product, listen to their feedback, and even track their interactions with heat maps. It's like getting a sneak peek into their minds.
And what do you do with all that feedback?
We analyze it carefully, looking for patterns and insights. It helps us identify areas where we can improve, add new features, or even rethink our entire approach.
It's an iterative process, constantly refining and improving based on what we learn from our users. But in the end, it's all worth it when we see people enjoying and benefiting from the product we've created.
By harnessing the power of user stories and product testing, product managers create user-centric products that stand out in the crowded marketplace. Let's embark on this journey together and unlock the true potential of user-centric design.
In complex software development, tracking numerous tasks can be overwhelming. Epics and themes provide a structured way to manage this complexity. In this video, we explore the evolving landscape of enterprise software, where clarity and communication are vital. We will uncover why organizing tasks into epics and themes can revolutionize project management efforts. Imagine a project as a pyramid. At the top, themes establish broad goals that guide product development. In enterprise software, a theme, such as improve integration with external systems, represents an overarching objective that aligns with strategic goals. Supporting each theme are epics, the levels of the pyramid. They create actionable pathways to achieve these themes. For instance, under improve integration, an epic might be enhance Microsoft Teams connectivity, outlining tasks that foster seamless integration with digital collaboration tools. At the pyramid's base, user stories reside. These specific tasks contribute to the epics and themes above. Each user story, like, as a user, I want to enable single sign-on for Teams so that I can access Teams securely and efficiently using my existing credentials. Or, as a user, I want to support data sync with OneDrive so that my files are automatically updated and accessible across different platforms. Directly supporting broader epics and overarching themes, these well-defined user stories ensure that development efforts remain grounded in delivering tangible, real-world functionality to the end user. This structure provides more than organization. It offers a strategic advantage. It visualizes how broad goals break down into actionable tasks. This focuses efforts on impactful features, promoting alignment with business objectives and user needs, preventing wasted effort, and keeping the project on track. Creating an effective hierarchy involves several factors. Alignment with product strategy demands that epics and themes must align with strategic goals. User centricity directs that decisions should be based on actual user needs and challenges, addressing real-world issues. Flexibility requires that, as projects evolve, the hierarchy must adapt to reflect new insights. Collaboration involves stakeholders from various teams to promote shared understanding and alignment. Aim for clarity and simplicity in the structure. Keep epics and themes concise, avoiding complexity that obscures decision-making. Project goals evolve, so regularly review and update themes and epics to reflect current priorities and user insights. Consider this. In an enterprise context, improving integration can involve stories like enable support for SharePoint libraries or enhance user permissions management. These user stories detail tasks that support the goal of seamless external system integration. Organizing stories within epics and themes offers strategic clarity, making large projects manageable and transparent. Remember that flexibility is essential. The project landscape evolves with new information and user feedback. Regularly adapt epics and themes to support the project development process and maximize user value. By doing so, efforts remain aligned with strategic goals and current market dynamics. The discussed structure utilizes Microsoft examples and conveys the necessity and usefulness of understanding epics and themes for project management in enterprise software. Implementing this framework allows teams to maintain a clear vision of their objectives, even when faced with complex projects. It promotes a culture of transparency, where all stakeholders understand how their contributions align with the larger strategic goals. This approach also promotes efficient allocation of resources, as teams can prioritize tasks that directly contribute to the defined epics and themes. By focusing on user stories that support these higher-level objectives, development teams can deliver features that truly meet user needs and drive business value. Furthermore, this structured method facilitates better communication and collaboration across different departments, ensuring that everyone is working towards a common goal. This results in a more cohesive and effective project execution, ultimately leading to successful product delivery. This methodology encourages a proactive approach, allowing teams to anticipate and address potential roadblocks early in the development cycle, thereby streamlining the overall project timeline. It also supports continuous improvement, facilitating iterative development and feedback loops. It enhances adaptability and responsiveness to market changes. Creating user-friendly products requires a deep understanding of user needs and behaviors, and usability testing is a reliable method for achieving this understanding. By the end of this video, you'll be able to introduce the fundamentals of usability testing, explaining its purpose, benefits, and key steps involved in conducting effective usability tests. Let's explore what usability testing involves. Usability testing is like a proving ground for your software. Imagine watching users interact with Microsoft Office 365. You observe real users navigating cloud-based applications, identifying points of confusion, and noting how efficiently they complete tasks, ensuring ease of use and efficiency of your product. Usability testing helps unveil usability issues, improve user experiences, and refine your product before they hit the market. Investing in usability testing early in the development cycle can significantly reduce costly rework later on. Skipping usability testing can lead to increased support costs and negative user feedback. Consider a scenario where you're developing a CRM tool that integrates with Microsoft Teams. Before launching, you conduct usability tests to observe potential customers using your CRM's features to track leads and collaborate. You might notice users struggling with certain navigation paths or integration features. These insights are vital for streamlining the user experience and ensuring success. As these examples show, usability testing is essential. Imagine buying software without trying it first. Skipping testing is like releasing a product without knowing if users can easily navigate it. Usability testing is distinct from functional testing, which focuses on whether features work correctly. Instead, usability testing focuses on how easily and effectively users can use those features to achieve their goals, ultimately ensuring the design meets user needs, preventing costly errors, and improving user satisfaction. Beyond simply identifying areas for improvement, usability testing offers strategic benefits. It can act as an early warning system, catching potential issues while they're manageable and cost-effective to resolve. Think of it as essential maintenance for your product. It also gives you direct insights into user preferences and behaviors, ensuring your product is aligned with real needs. Gain invaluable insights into user behaviors and preferences, empowering you to make decisions that resonate with users. Usability testing challenges your assumptions, ensuring your products meet genuine needs instead of what you presume users want. Ultimately, it leads to happier users and a higher chance of success. Understanding user pain points firsthand allows for more empathetic and effective design solutions. Now, let's discuss how to conduct effective usability tests. As a first step, define your objectives. Are you focusing on specific features of your application or seeking overall user experience feedback? Clear objectives guide your test design and ensure you gather the right data to make impactful decisions. Start by creating a clear test plan or protocol that outlines the objectives, tasks, and data to be collected. Recruit representative users, matching your target audience's demographics and familiarity with similar products. For instance, if developing business productivity software, ensure testers are professionals using such tools regularly. Recruiting the right users yields meaningful insights. Develop realistic tasks reflecting real-world scenarios. If testing a new feature in Microsoft Excel, ensure tasks reflect everyday spreadsheet use. Avoid complex tasks that confuse participants, focusing on clarity and relevance. It's a good practice to pilot test the tasks with a small group to ensure they are clear and effective. During testing, observe and collect data from users as they complete tasks. Record their interactions and note any points of confusion or difficulty. Analyze results to identify trends and improvement areas. Track metrics such as task completion rate, time on task, and error rate to quantify usability. Identify areas for improvement based on their impact on the user experience. Usability testing is iterative. Multiple rounds refining the product with user feedback lead to a user-centric design. prioritize and implement feedback in stages for a polished final product. This invaluable tool provides direct user insights and highlights improvement areas crucial for developing successful, user-friendly products that succeed in the marketplace.
Ever felt overwhelmed by the sheer volume of user feedback and test data? Sifting through countless comments can feel overwhelming. But what if I told you, hidden within that chaos lies a treasure trove of insights waiting to be discovered? Welcome to From Feedback to Insights. Today, we'll transform you into a master prospector, equipped to sift through the noise and unearth the golden nuggets that will elevate your product to new heights. Meet Ravi, a product manager facing the daunting task of sifting through mountains of feedback after a recent product launch.
So many comments, so many suggestions. How am I supposed to make sense of all this?
Ravi's challenge resonates with many. Analyzing user feedback can feel overwhelming, especially after a major release. But with the right approach, it becomes a rewarding treasure hunt. Just like panning for gold, analyzing data requires patience and persistence. You'll need to carefully examine each piece of feedback, separating the valuable nuggets from the noise.
Okay, I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Look for patterns and trends in the feedback. Are multiple users reporting the same issue? Is there a feature request that keeps popping up? These are your golden nuggets, signaling areas where your product can be improved.
Looks like the onboarding process is a bit confusing. We need to streamline that. Several users mentioned feeling lost when they first started using the product.
But don't just focus on the negative. Positive feedback is equally valuable. It highlights what users love about your product, guiding you to double down on those strengths.
And people really seem to love the new dark mode. The test results show increased engagement too. That's great to hear.
Remember, every piece of feedback, whether positive or negative, is an opportunity to learn and grow. It's a direct line to your users, offering insights into their needs, expectations, and experiences.
Based on feedback, we're revamping onboarding, adding tooltips and tutorials, and enhancing dark mode based on user feedback.
So, are you ready to turn feedback into your gold mine? Remember, the most valuable insights are often hidden beneath the surface. It's time to start digging.
Welcome to this tutorial on designing A/B tests and analyzing their results for a SaaS product. Today, I'll walk you through how to create an A/B test, interpret the data, and make data-driven decisions to improve your product's user experience. The first step is to define your hypothesis. In this case, our hypothesis is changing the button color to green will increase conversions by making the CTA or call to action more visually distinct. Next, we'll determine our key metric, which in this case is conversion rate. Conversion rate refers to the percentage of users who sign up after visiting the page. We'll also need to decide on the sample size or test duration, the number of users required to ensure statistical significance. Most A/B testing platforms will calculate the required sample size based on your current traffic and expected conversion rates. Let's get started by defining what an A/B test is. Simply put, an A/B test compares two or more versions of a web page, user interface, or feature to determine which one performs better based on a specific metric, such as conversions, click-through rates, or engagement. In a typical A/B test, one group of users sees variation A, the control, and another group sees variation B, the modified version. For this demonstration, we'll run an A/B test on the call to action CTA button for our website's sign-up page. We want to know if changing the color of the Join for Free button from blue to green will increase conversions. Once the test is set up, traffic is split between the two variations, variation A, blue button, and variation B, green button. Both versions run simultaneously to ensure that external factors, such as time of day or traffic source, affect both variations equally. After deploying the A/B test, you'll need to run it for a sufficient amount of time to gather enough data for a valid comparison. During this period, it's important to avoid making any other changes to the site or feature being tested. As data comes in, we'll start seeing how each variation is performing. Let's assume we're tracking 30 days of visitors. The next step is analyzing the results to determine which variation performed better. After the test has run its course and we've collected enough data, we can compare the results of variation A and variation B. The key metric we're looking at is conversion rate, the percentage of users who clicked the Get Started button and completed the sign-up process. Let's say variation A, blue button, has a conversion rate of about 8%, while variation B, green button, has a conversion rate of almost 10%. This suggests that the green button is performing better, but how do we know if this difference is statistically significant? To answer that, we'll need to perform a statistical analysis, typically a t-test, like we're using in our example data. Most A/B testing platforms will handle this for you. The result will give you a p-value, which indicates the likelihood that the difference in conversion rates is due to chance. A p-value of less than 0.05 is generally considered statistically significant. In our case, if the p-value is below 0.05, we can confidently say that variation B, green button, is the better choice, and we should consider implementing it as the default design. Based on the A/B test results, we now have evidence that the green button leads to higher conversions. This insight helps us make a data-driven decision to implement the design change across the product. But remember, A/B testing is an ongoing process. Once we implement the green button, we can continue testing other elements of the page, like the headline or the form layout, to further improve the user experience and optimize conversions. After making the change, it's important to monitor the impact over time. Sometimes what works in an A/B test doesn't always hold up over the long term, especially as user behavior evolves. Use analytics tools to track conversions and other key metrics to ensure the improvement remains effective. In conclusion, A/B testing is a powerful method for optimizing product features and making informed design decisions. By following these steps, defining a hypothesis, setting up the test, analyzing the results, and making data-driven changes, you can continually improve the user experience for your SaaS product.
How do the top enterprise solutions go from meeting basic requirements to exceeding expectations? Today, we uncover the secret, the iterative design process. This video will explore why iteration is pivotal in crafting software solutions that not only meet user needs, but continuously evolve with them. By the end of this video, you will be able to explain the concept of iterative design, emphasizing its importance in refining product designs based on user feedback and evolving needs. Before exploring further, let's put iterative design into context by comparing it to non-iterative or waterfall design. In waterfall, developing software flows linearly through stages like analysis, design, and testing. It's not built to adapt quickly to new insights or changing requirements. Some projects with clear requirements might use waterfall effectively. But imagine developing a new feature in Microsoft 365. Market needs and user expectations change rapidly, necessitating a more flexible and iterative approach. Learn why iteration unlocks potential in dynamic environments. In essence, iterative design is a cyclic approach involving design, implementation, testing, and refining. It enables building prototypes, gathering feedback, and refining products. Think of sculpting in cycles. Each iteration refines the software closer to optimal user experience. All right, so let's look at common iterative design qualities. First, it's user-centric. We make the actual users the central focus, and their feedback directly shapes our solutions. Another vital aspect is its flexible nature. Things change, user needs shift, and new trends appear. We need to be adaptable and ready to adjust based on that input. This is particularly important for enterprise software like Dynamics 365, which needs to evolve based on user feedback. Then we have a collaborative environment. It's crucial to connect teams from design, development, and even sales. This helps create a unified product vision, and regular collaboration ensures consistent user experiences. Finally, iterative design stresses an improvement-focused approach. It's not a one-off. Even after launch, we keep looking for user insights. Consider Microsoft Teams. Its iterative updates based on user feedback are a great example of how functionalities are refined over time. Implementing an iterative design process isn't just about refinement, it's a strategic decision. In enterprise environments, potential setbacks get identified earlier, saving resources and preventing significant roadblocks. Iteration ensures your product meets user expectations through continuous feedback. This approach leads to greater customer satisfaction and broader adoption, as seen with Microsoft's Azure Services evolution. Iteration also accelerates time to market. Launch an MVP, gather feedback, then enhance. This strategy allows products like Microsoft Power BI to undergo rapid changes, staying competitive. Innovation thrives in a setting where continuous testing and refinement encourage adaptive thinking. Consider a B2B software suite like Microsoft Office. Initial releases focus on core features, tested by beta users. Gather insights on user interaction and unmet needs. Discover potential hurdles through this feedback. Perhaps users need enhanced integration with cloud services. Iterations then focus on improving connectivity and ease of use. Updated versions incorporate user-driven features like advanced analytics. Feedback reveals further enhancements like more collaborative tools for remote work. Through this iterative journey, the product matches the evolving landscape of user demands. By embracing small failures and adjusting, setbacks are minor, guiding towards the product's full potential. Iterative design isn't linear but a loop of improvement, requiring openness to change. This mindset promotes user satisfaction and innovation, essential for developing competitive enterprise software. Embracing iteration means embracing a cycle of improvement, ensuring software solutions exceed users' changing needs. Iteration empowers you to deliver superior experiences through persistent refinement, setting new benchmarks in enterprise software development.
Welcome to the evolution of design. Today, we'll explore user-centric design, transforming your platform from functional to intuitive, boosting productivity and streamlining workflows. Just as a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, your platform can evolve through iterative design. Meet Annika, a dedicated product manager at a SaaS company. Annika's team has developed a powerful workflow automation platform, but user adoption has been slow.
Our platform has so much potential, but users are finding it difficult to navigate and customize. We need to make it more user-friendly.
Annika's mindset is key. The iterative design process embraces the idea that a product is never truly finished, but rather, it's constantly evolving based on user needs and feedback. For instance, in the context of a SaaS workflow automation platform, user feedback might reveal that the onboarding process is overwhelming and confusing for new users. Equipped with this knowledge, the design team can streamline the onboarding experience, making it more intuitive and user-friendly.
That's spot on. As designers, we sometimes fall in love with our own creations, but it's crucial to remember that the user is the ultimate judge. Their feedback helps us refine our designs, ensuring the final product is both beautiful and functional.
But it's not just about fixing problems. User feedback can also spark new ideas and uncover hidden opportunities. In fact, sometimes the most valuable insights come directly from the challenges and frustrations users encounter when interacting with your product.
Absolutely. We had a similar experience with our workflow automation platform. Initially, we focused on core automation features, but user feedback highlighted a significant challenge: the lack of robust reporting and analytics. This valuable insight prompted us to develop a powerful reporting module that has become a key differentiator for our product.
Like the butterfly's journey, the evolution of your product is ongoing. Through user feedback and testing, your SaaS platform will continuously adapt and improve, ensuring it remains a valuable and user-friendly tool.
By listening to our users, we've not only made it more user-friendly, but also unlocked features we hadn't even imagined. It's incredibly rewarding to see how much our users appreciate the improvements.
AI systems are becoming a major part of our everyday lives, making decisions that affect real people, from whether a loan gets approved to how a disease is diagnosed. But there's a big challenge. Many AI systems operate like a black box. They give answers, but we don't always know how they got there. And that's not just confusing, it raises serious questions about fairness, accountability, and ethics. In this video, we'll explore some key challenges around AI decision-making and how user-centered design and transparency can help. By the end, you'll understand why these ideas matter and how they help build trust and confidence in AI tools. Let's look at the first problem: lack of transparency in decision-making. Imagine someone applies for a loan and gets rejected by an AI system. They're given no explanation, just a simple no. Naturally, they start to wonder, why? Was it their income, credit history, or was there a hidden bias in the system? Without clear answers, they can't understand or challenge the decision. Now, picture a doctor using an AI tool for diagnosis. If the system just gives a result without explaining why, the doctor can't make an informed decision. For high-stakes situations like these, transparency is essential. The second issue is high cognitive load and poor usability. Good design isn't just about how something looks. It's about how it works. For example, a financial analyst using AI to predict market trends needs more than just data. They need clarity. What data was used? What are the AI model's limitations? What's the insight they can act on? When systems aren't designed with users in mind, confusion and mistakes can follow. Finally, we face the challenge of bias and lack of fairness. AI systems learn from data, and if that data is biased, the AI will be too. For instance, a hiring tool might favor certain groups simply because the training data did. Without visibility into the data or how decisions are made, it's hard to identify and fix these problems. To solve the challenges of trust and fairness in AI, we need a well-rounded, user-focused approach, one that combines thoughtful design, transparency, and continuous feedback. First, design with context. Align AI systems with user needs, workflows, and how users think and make decisions. For example, an AI tool used by HR professionals to rank job candidates should clearly explain why one applicant ranks higher than another, whether it's based on experience, skills, or education. The explanation should reflect what the user needs to know. Second, ensure explainability by clearly showing how AI decisions are made. Users must be able to understand the reasoning behind an AI's output. For instance, if a loan is denied, the AI should identify the key data points, such as income level or credit score, that influence the decision. Visual aids and feature analysis can make these explanations more accessible. Third, it's essential to be transparent about data, sharing information about data sources, assumptions, and limitations. Users should know where the data came from, what was assumed during model development, and whether there might be any biases. This helps people evaluate whether the AI system is fair and reliable. Finally, feedback should go beyond simple yes or no responses and include open-ended questions about fairness, clarity, and usability. Users should be able to comment on how understandable the system was, whether the results felt fair, and if they noticed any bias. This feedback should inform continuous improvement in testing, not only for performance, but also for fairness and user trust. In short, AI shouldn't just be smart. It must also be fair, transparent, and trustworthy. Building responsible AI goes beyond clever algorithms. It demands thoughtful design, openness, and a strong focus on the people who use it.
Welcome. In this video, we will focus on the practical demonstration of transparent AI design within Microsoft 365 Copilot, specifically as it operates within the Project Phoenix document. We'll explore how Copilot provides clear and contextual information about its AI-driven features, ensuring users understand the source and reasoning behind its actions within the context of this specific information. For this example, we will be using the latest 2025 version of Microsoft 365. Let's begin by generating a summary of this document. Project Phoenix, which is a market expansion strategy. To do this, load the file into Copilot and then use the prompt, summarize this document. Notice how Copilot immediately begins processing and then displays the summary directly within the Copilot panel, based on the content of the Project Phoenix document. Look for the general disclaimer at the bottom of the chat window, highlighting that AI results may be inaccurate. This disclaimer shows us that the summary is not a human-written excerpt, but an AI-generated distillation of the Project Phoenix content, and is prone to hallucinations or inaccuracy, which is why human oversight is still important. Now, let's ask Copilot to analyze specific sections of the document. We'll ask it to analyze the key themes in the introduction. Observe how in Copilot's analysis, it not only lists the themes, but also provides brief explanations of how it identified them. These explanations often cite specific sentences or phrases from the text. This is vital for transparency. Users can see the direct correlation between the source text in Project Phoenix and Copilot's analysis, gaining confidence in the AI's interpretation. Next, let's use Copilot to generate suggestions for improving a paragraph within the Project Phoenix document. We'll ask it to suggest improvements for the second paragraph. Copilot will provide suggestions, such as rephrasing sentences or adding context. Notice that it also provides explanations for each suggestion, detailing why it believes the change would be beneficial. This context is important because it allows users to understand the rationale behind Copilot's suggestions, enabling them to make informed decisions about whether to implement them. Now, let's see how Copilot handles potential errors or limitations. Let's ask it to perform a task that's beyond its capabilities, such as asking it to update the Excel database real-time. Copilot explained that it cannot perform the requested task and clarified its limitations. This transparency helps to manage user expectations. Finally, at the bottom of the Copilot panel, you'll find a feedback option. Click on the thumbs up or thumbs down icon to provide feedback on Copilot's performance. This allows users to directly contribute to the improvement of Copilot, helping Microsoft refine its AI based on real-world user interactions. You can also use the Send Feedback feature and use this feature to explain your feedback by giving a compliment, report a problem, or make a suggestion. To further understand Microsoft's commitment to transparent AI practices, we can explore their publicly available Responsible AI report. Let's search for this document online. Here are the search results. We're looking for the official report from Microsoft. Click on the link that directs us to the report. This is the Microsoft 2024 Responsible AI report. Within this comprehensive document, Microsoft outlines its principles and practices for developing and deploying AI responsibly. Navigate to sections that specifically discuss how AI decisions are made and any specifics shared about their models with users. Note that the level of detail can vary, but the report provides valuable insights into their overall approach to transparency. Pay attention to sections that use terms like transparency, explainability, or discuss efforts to help users understand how their AI systems work. While direct model specifics might be limited for proprietary reasons, the report often details the frameworks and considerations guiding their development. Now, let's return to our Copilot interface within the Project Phoenix document to explore another way Microsoft provides transparency directly within the product. Look at the top right of the Copilot chat window. You'll see an ellipsis, which usually indicates more options. Click on this button. A drop-down menu will appear. Select the About option. This About Copilot window provides important information about how Copilot works. Look for sections that discuss the model being used, any known limitations, how your data is processed, and links to Microsoft's responsible AI principles or documentation. For example, you might see a statement acknowledging that AI can make mistakes, or a link to a page detailing Microsoft's responsible AI commitments. This direct access within the product reinforces their efforts towards transparency. In summary, Microsoft 365 Copilot and other Microsoft Office products demonstrate transparent AI design by clearly labeling AI-generated content, providing explanations for its analyses and suggestions, communicating its limitations, and incorporating user feedback.
Imagine an AI system making a critical error in your enterprise. a mistake that costs your business millions or erodes customer trust. That's the real risk of unchecked AI automation. While AI can greatly enhance efficiency in enterprise products, it is equally important to recognize and address its potential pitfalls. This video provides a brief overview of why balancing AI automation with human oversight is crucial in enterprise products. By the end, you'll be able to explain this balance and its importance in real-world applications. As AI becomes more integrated into enterprise products, it will increasingly be used to automate complex tasks, analyze large volumes of data, and personalize user experiences. However, it is also important to consider potential risks. Despite its capabilities, AI is not infallible. It can make errors and may inherit biases from its training data, resulting in unfair or inaccurate outcomes. Users must understand how AI reaches its decisions and, more importantly, be empowered to intervene when necessary. This is why balancing automation with human control is not just a good idea, but a vital necessity. It lets you harness the power of AI while maintaining user trust and achieving accurate, reliable outcomes. To accomplish this, you must design systems that allow for meaningful human oversight. This means providing clear and understandable explanations of AI actions. It also means creating easy and intuitive ways for users to correct or override automated decisions. Consider a financial tool for enterprise users. AI may automate investment recommendations to optimize portfolio performance. However, users must be able to easily review and adjust these recommendations. Understanding the rationale behind the AI's suggestions is essential, not only for building trust and confidence, but also for allowing users to maintain full control over their financial decisions. In a supply chain management system, AI can forecast demand and optimize logistics to enhance operational efficiency. However, human managers must have the ability to review and validate these predictions. They also need to respond effectively to unexpected events such as supply disruptions or rapid market changes. This collaboration between human expertise and AI capabilities helps maintain a system that is robust, adaptable, and reliable. To implement human oversight, you must consider several key design principles. First, provide clear and understandable explanations of AI decisions. This includes displaying the data the AI used and the reasoning behind its conclusions. Second, create user interfaces that allow easy and intuitive intervention. Users should be able to modify or reverse AI actions with minimal effort. Third, implement feedback loops. This allows users to report errors and provide input that can improve the AI's performance over time. Ethical considerations are also essential. AI systems can unintentionally reinforce existing biases, resulting in unfair or discriminatory outcomes. For instance, a hiring tool may disadvantage certain groups if it is trained on biased data. Human oversight, supported by regular audits and reviews, plays a key role in reducing these risks. Clear guidelines should be established to help reviewers address biased or incorrect results, promoting fairness and accountability. Explainable AI is another key concept. It provides transparency by showing how the AI reaches its conclusions, often through visualizations or detailed reports. Careful consideration is needed when designing user interfaces that support effective collaboration between humans and AI. This involves incorporating clear visual cues, intuitive navigation, and straightforward options for accessing and modifying AI-driven outputs. Accessibility standards must also be addressed to ensure that all users, regardless of ability, can interact with the system effectively. Balancing AI and human control builds trust and improves user experience. As you design, focus on transparency and user control. Your work influences how people interact with AI. Build systems that enhance human capability. Apply these principles to your product development and contribute to better human-AI collaboration.
Imagine you're a product manager analyzing sales data to understand why a recent marketing campaign performed below expectations. You need to use Power BI to identify key contributing factors. This video will demonstrate how Power BI's AI features, when designed for human-AI collaboration, can empower you to efficiently explore the data, validate AI-driven insights, and make informed decisions. We'll focus on how Power BI enables user review, adjustment, and control of AI-driven analysis. Let's begin with Power BI's Smart Narrative feature. This feature uses AI to automatically generate text summaries of data visualizations. To demonstrate in the Sales Analysis.pbix report, select the clustered bar chart showing sales by region on the Sales Overview page. Then, click the Smart Narrative button in the Visualizations pane. Power BI will generate a narrative summary of the clustered bar chart. However, the key is that this narrative is fully editable. Users can review the AI's interpretation, add their own insights, for example, knowledge of regional marketing campaigns, and adjust the language to ensure accuracy and clarity. This editability is crucial for human-AI collaboration. It allows users to maintain control over the communication of data insights, ensuring that the AI's output aligns with human understanding and business context. Now, let's explore the Key Influencers visual. This feature uses AI to identify factors that influence a specific outcome. To use it, select the Key Influencers visual on the Sales Overview page. Then, select Sales as the outcome you want to analyze and Region and Product category as the factors that might influence it. Power BI will present a list of key influencers, ranked by their impact on sales. Importantly, users can explore the AI's findings in detail. They can examine the data behind each influencer, validate the AI's conclusions, and even filter the data using the year slicer to see how influencers behave in different years. This level of interactivity and exploration empowers users to collaborate with the AI, not just accept its output. Users can challenge the AI's findings, refine their understanding, and gain deeper insights into what drives sales in the salesdata.xlsx dataset. For example, you might notice the AI highlighting a region's influence, but your knowledge of a specific campaign in that region might lead you to interpret the AI's finding differently. Next, let's look at the decomposition tree. This visual uses AI to help users break down a metric into its contributing factors. To use it, add a decomposition tree visual to the Sales Overview page. Then select Sales as the metric you want to analyze and Region and Product category as the dimensions you want to use for decomposition. The decomposition tree allows users to explore the sales data in an intuitive way. The AI can guide the initial breakdown, but users can then direct the exploration, choosing which branches to expand. For example, exploring specific product categories in detail within a particular region, and which factors to investigate further. This guided exploration enables a powerful form of human-AI collaboration. The AI provides a starting point, but the user's expertise and intuition drive the analysis, leading to more nuanced and relevant insights into the salesdata.xlsx dataset. For instance, you might use the decomposition tree to identify underperforming product categories in specific regions, prompting you to investigate potential marketing campaign failures. Finally, let's examine anomaly detection. Select the line chart on the Sales Overview page, which displays sales over year. Then add anomaly detection to the chart using the Analytics pane. Power BI will highlight anomalies in the sales trend and provide explanations for why they are considered unusual. However, users can adjust the sensitivity of the anomaly detection, controlling how aggressively the AI flags data points in the salesdata.xlsx dataset. This allows you to focus on significant deviations while ignoring minor fluctuations. This control over sensitivity is crucial for effective human-AI collaboration. It allows users to tailor the AI's behavior to their specific needs, balancing the risk of missing important anomalies, like sudden sales drops following a campaign, with the noise of too many false positives that might distract from the overall trend. Throughout these examples, we've seen how Power BI's AI features are designed for collaboration. They provide AI-driven insights, but they also empower users to review, adjust, and control the AI's output. This approach maximizes the benefits of both human and AI intelligence, leading to more accurate, insightful, and actionable data analysis.
As AI becomes deeply embedded in enterprise products, the challenge is no longer just about efficiency or innovation. It's about responsibility. Behind the impressive capabilities of AI lies a critical question. Are we building systems that reflect our values, or are we unintentionally reinforcing the very biases and inequalities we aim to overcome? To move forward, we must look beneath the surface, examining how AI can quietly amplify social bias, compromise privacy, and create unequal outcomes. The goal is clear: to align technological advancement with ethical, human-centered principles. This video examines the intricate ethical landscape of AI design within enterprise contexts. We will explore the multifaceted nature of algorithmic bias, the evolving dynamics of data privacy, and the critical need for inclusive AI design. By the end, you'll understand the importance of a balanced approach to AI automation, incorporating robust human oversight and proactive ethical design principles. Bias in AI is a critical concern. AI learns from data, and if that data reflects historical inequalities, it can amplify them. For instance, a hiring AI trained on biased data might favor certain demographics, disadvantaging qualified candidates from underrepresented groups. This isn't just a theory. For example, an AI reviewing resumes might favor candidates from certain universities, ignoring equally talented people from other backgrounds. This happens because the AI learns from past hiring patterns, which may have been biased to begin with. Algorithms reflect human choices, like what data to include, which factors to weigh more heavily, and what goals the system is optimized for. These choices can unintentionally embed bias. Even when data seems objective, these choices can introduce bias. For example, a credit risk algorithm might assign lower scores to people in certain zip codes due to historical economic disparities. This happens because the algorithm focuses on reducing loan defaults without considering the broader social impact. Addressing bias goes beyond cleaning data. It involves reviewing the entire system, including data sources, algorithmic logic, and optimization goals. A multidisciplinary approach is essential, bringing together data scientists, ethicists, and community representatives to identify and reduce bias. The goal is to understand what values are built into the system and support fair outcomes for different user groups. Data privacy is also crucial. AI uses personal information, requiring designs that respect user privacy beyond legal compliance. For example, an AI analyzing customer interactions must have strong safeguards to prevent data exposure, identity theft, or discrimination. This involves transparent data practices, clear consent mechanisms, and easy user data access and deletion. AI's impact varies across user groups. A system that works for one group might fail another. For instance, a translation tool might struggle with less common languages or accents due to training data limitations. We must design adaptable, inclusive AI, testing with diverse users to address disparities. Balancing AI with human judgment is essential. AI handles data quickly, but humans are needed for complex decisions. For example, AI can flag financial fraud, but human analysts should confirm it. This combines AI's speed with human insight. Regular ethical audits and rigorous testing play a key role in building trustworthy AI systems. Audits help uncover hidden biases in decision-making, while testing evaluates how well the system performs across diverse user groups and protects data privacy. For instance, testing facial recognition on a range of skin tones can highlight accuracy gaps. These practices help build more reliable and inclusive AI. Ethical AI goes beyond avoiding harm. It's about promoting fairness and inclusion. AI should serve as a force for social good, improving outcomes for people of all backgrounds. Product managers play a key role in this process. By focusing on transparency, equity, and thoughtful design, they help shape AI systems that benefit everyone.
Imagine you're a product manager and the product team is developing a new AI feature for an enterprise resource planning system. This feature uses machine learning to predict employee performance. The team understands that building AI responsibly is crucial. They need to ensure the AI is fair, transparent, and does not introduce harmful biases. They want to learn how Microsoft addresses these ethical considerations in its AI products and what tools are available to help them build ethically. Building AI responsibly is not just a technical challenge, it is also an ethical one. AI systems can have a significant impact on individuals and society. Product teams must actively consider principles like fairness, reliability, privacy, safety, inclusiveness, transparency, and accountability throughout the development process. This is known as responsible AI. One key principle is fairness. This means AI systems should treat everyone equitably and avoid discrimination. It is important to evaluate AI models to identify and address potential biases that could lead to unfair outcomes for certain groups. Another vital principle is transparency. This involves making AI systems understandable. Users should have insight into how an AI arrived at a decision or outcome, which builds trust and allows for accountability. Tools and documentation can help explain AI behavior. Microsoft develops its AI products, like Copilot, with these principles in mind. Copilot is designed with safeguards and ongoing evaluation processes to promote fairness, reliability, and safety. Additionally, tools and documentation are available to support developers and product teams in applying these principles to their own AI projects. Let's explore how you might use a tool like Microsoft Copilot to assist you in thinking through and documenting ethical considerations for your own AI project. Copilot can serve as a helpful assistant for various tasks related to ethical AI design. Imagine you are drafting guidelines for the responsible use of an AI feature your team is building. You need to include sections on how users should interpret the AI's suggestions and the importance of human oversight. You can use Copilot to help you draft content for these guidelines. You can provide Copilot with a prompt asking it to generate text that covers these points. For example, you could ask Copilot to draft language emphasizing that the AI's output is a recommendation and human judgment is required for final decisions. Copilot can draw upon its understanding of responsible AI concepts to generate text that aligns with best practices. This provides a starting point that you can then review, edit, and tailor to your specific AI feature and organizational policies. You might also need to consider potential biases in the data you are using to train your AI. You could ask Copilot for information on common types of bias found in similar datasets, or for suggestions on strategies to identify bias. Beyond using tools like Copilot for assistance, Microsoft provides detailed documentation and frameworks outlining their approach to responsible AI. Product teams can refer to these resources for guidance on implementing responsible AI practices throughout their development lifecycle. These resources cover topics such as how to implement responsible AI through governance, team enablement, sensitive use, and public policy. They provide practical guidance for product teams working to build AI ethically. Microsoft is committed to this through its core principles and frameworks. Tools like Copilot can serve as valuable assistants in applying these principles, helping product teams consider ethical implications and draft relevant documentation. By embracing responsible AI principles and leveraging available resources, product teams can build AI products that are not only powerful and innovative, but also fair, transparent, and earn user trust.